Comes to weather this morning, most of what we're seeing are just a little bit of problem areas when it comes to this fog. But once we get past the morning, it is going to make for a beautiful, gorgeous day to be outside all across North Alabama. Still waiting for that official sunrise here as we look over Montesano this morning. And here are some of those problem areas that I was just mentioning. Here's the latest from our visibility forecast. Down to 4 miles of visibility in Decatur, 0 miles of visibility in Scottsboro, and 1 mile of visibility in Huntsville. 2 miles in Fort Payne, 1 mile in Guntersville, and 1 mile in the Shoals. So those are some of those problem areas, especially closer to those bodies of waters and in those valley areas. So if you do have to head out and about this morning, getting on the way for some of those Saturday morning errands, just give yourself a little bit extra time. It's not the type of morning where you're going to want to rush out on those roadways. But once we get past the morning, I'm going to give you the good to go for that travel forecast, because once we get to 9 o'clock, we'll see some partly cloudy skies, but the sunshine is going to make its way out, saying hello to us and bringing us some nice temperatures. Even maybe could roll those windows down for any of those travel plans. 79 degrees by the time we get to noon, and then topping out at 84. So here's College game day forecast. If you are heading down to College Station, 78 degrees by the time things kick off for the Alabama game. If you're heading down to Auburn, 82 degrees by 2:30. Won't need the jacket at all for that Georgia game today. And then if you're staying here for that homecoming game with Alabama A&M, temperatures once again nice, plenty of sunshine, partly cloudy skies in the 80s, and then back into the 70s by the time the game wraps up tonight. Now, once you get into later tonight, if you have maybe some plans celebrating your team's win, could see some fog develop later on tonight that we go, but temperatures drop right back down into the 60s. Maybe able to even leave that jacket at home as you get into tonight, and you won't need it as you wake up on your Sunday morning. Now, there is a very slight chance that we could see a shower or two. Don't expect a downpour. Won't have to get the umbrella out. Waking up in the 60s, then plenty of sunshine. We're already going to be in the 80s by the time we get to noon, 84 degrees by 3 o'clock, and there are some areas that we probably will see reach the upper 80s. Sunday is going to be the warmer day of the next 7 days, and then dropping back down into those 70s once we get into later tonight. So notice what happens even once we get past Sunday. Once we get into Monday, look at what we're waking up to in the 60s, 64 degrees, and then the rest of the work week, we're waking up in the upper to mid 60s. So you will not need that jacket at all for that morning commute for the next several days. Very unseasonable for this time of the year. We'll have a little bit of humidity, but for the most part, still remaining comfortable with some of these temperatures. Have that slight chance for rain Monday, but the better chance is that that rain is going to be well off north, so I have about 10% chance of some showers Monday, 20% chance of showers on Tuesday. Temperatures remaining in the 80s, and again, a little bit unseasonable for this time of the year, but is going to be still comfortably warm outside. And remaining in the 80s throughout the rest of the work week, finishing out the work week with a better chance for rain on Friday, 80 degrees for that high.